Welcome to IELTS.net podcast. How to ace the IELTS speaking test, describing a place famous for its architecture. Are you preparing for the IELTS speaking test and looking to boost your score? One common topic that often comes up is describing a place in your country famous for its architecture. This article will guide you through answering such questions effectively, providing sample answers and expert tips to help you achieve a high band score. Understanding the task. The IELTS speaking test often includes questions about places, landmarks, and architecture. Being able to describe a famous architectural site in your country demonstrates your ability to discuss cultural and historical aspects fluently in English. It's a topic that allows you to showcase your vocabulary, grammatical range, and ability to provide detailed descriptions. Part 1. Introduction and Interview. In this section, the examiner may ask general questions about architecture and famous places. Here are some potential questions and sample answers. Sample question: are there many historic buildings in your city? Band 6 to 7 answer: yes, there are quite a few historic buildings in my city. We have some old temples and colonial-era structures that are well preserved. They're important to our local history. Band 8-9 answer: absolutely. My city boasts a rich architectural heritage with numerous historic edifices dotting the urban landscape. From centuries-old pagodas to grand colonial mansions, these structures serve as tangible links to our past. They not only enhance the city's aesthetic appeal, but also provide invaluable insights into our cultural evolution. Part 2. Long Turn, Cue Card. Here's a sample cue card related to describing a place famous for its architecture. Describe a place in your country that is famous for its architecture. You should say where it is located, what it looks like, why it is famous, and explain how you feel about this place. Sample answer, Band 8-9. I'd like to talk about the Imperial City of Hue, a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in central Vietnam. This architectural marvel spans an area of 520 hectares and is situated on the northern bank of the Perfume River. The Imperial City is a stunning example of Vietnamese feudal architecture. It's characterized by its imposing stone walls, which stretch for 2.5 kilometers and are surrounded by a moat. The complex includes numerous palaces, temples, and royal residences, all showcasing intricate designs and vibrant colors. The most prominent feature is perhaps the Meridian Gate, a massive structure with multiple levels of beautifully tiled roofs. Hue's Imperial City is famous for several reasons. Firstly, it served as the political and cultural heart of Vietnam during the Nguyen Dynasty, the last feudal dynasty of Vietnam. Secondly, its architecture beautifully blends Vietnamese traditions with influences from Chinese imperial designs, creating a unique aesthetic. Lastly, despite suffering significant damage during wars, much of the complex has been painstakingly restored, making it a testament to Vietnam's resilience and commitment to preserving its heritage. Personally, I find the Imperial City of Hue awe-inspiring. Every time I visit, I'm struck by the sheer grandeur of the architecture and the meticulous attention to detail in every structure. It's not just a tourist attraction, it's a living museum that allows visitors to step back in time and experience the majesty of Vietnam's imperial past. The site evokes a deep sense of pride in our cultural heritage and serves as a powerful reminder of the artistic and architectural achievements of our ancestors. Follow-up questions. How has the architecture of this place influenced modern buildings in your country? Do you think it's important to preserve old buildings? Why or why not? Sample answer, Band 8-9. The architectural principles of the Imperial City have indeed left an indelible mark on modern Vietnamese architecture. Many contemporary buildings, especially in Hue and other historic cities, incorporate elements such as curved roof lines, ornate gateways, and symmetrical layouts that pay homage to this traditional style. However, these elements are often seamlessly blended with modern materials and techniques, creating a unique fusion of old and new. Regarding the preservation of old buildings, I believe it's absolutely crucial. These structures are not just bricks and mortar. They're tangible links to our past that help us understand our cultural evolution. They contribute significantly to the character and identity of our cities and provide invaluable insights into historical construction techniques. Moreover, well-preserved historic buildings often become major tourist attractions, boosting local economies. However, I also recognize that preservation can be challenging and costly, requiring a delicate balance between progress and conservation. Part 3. Two-way discussion. In this section, the examiner will ask more abstract questions related to architecture and famous places. Here are some potential questions and sample answers. Q. How do you think architecture influences a city's identity? Band 6-7. Answer. Architecture plays a big role in shaping a city's identity. Different styles of buildings can make a city unique and memorable. For example, old buildings can show a city's history, while modern skyscrapers might represent progress and development. Band 8-9. Answer. Architecture is, in my opinion, intrinsically linked to a city's identity. It serves as a visual representation of a city's history, culture, and aspirations. Iconic structures often become symbols of their cities, instantly recognizable worldwide. Think of the Eiffel Tower in Paris or the Sydney Opera House. Moreover, the architectural style prevalent in a city can convey its values and priorities. A city with many well-preserved historic buildings might be perceived as valuing tradition and heritage, while one dominated by sleek modern structures might be seen as forward-thinking and innovative. Architecture also influences how people interact with their environment, shaping the very rhythm and flow of urban life. In essence, architecture doesn't just reflect a city's identity. It actively contributes to shaping and evolving that identity over time. Q. Do you think modern architecture is better than traditional architecture? Why or why not? Band 8-9. Answer. I don't believe it's a matter of one being inherently better than the other. Rather, both modern and traditional architecture have their unique strengths and roles in our built environment. Traditional architecture often embodies cultural wisdom and time-tested techniques that have evolved over centuries to suit local climates and lifestyles. It typically uses indigenous materials and designs that are deeply rooted in the local context, creating a strong sense of place and continuity. On the other hand, modern architecture leverages technological advancements to create structures that can be more energy efficient, sustainable, and adaptable to contemporary needs. It often pushes the boundaries of what's possible in terms of design and functionality. I believe the most successful architectural approaches are those that manage to bridge the gap between tradition and modernity. By incorporating elements of traditional design into modern structures, or by adapting traditional buildings to meet contemporary standards, we can create architecture that is both culturally relevant and functionally superior. This synergy between old and new not only preserves our architectural heritage, but also drives innovation, resulting in buildings that are both aesthetically pleasing and highly efficient. Key vocabulary and phrases. To score high in the IELTS speaking test when describing architecture, consider using these advanced terms and phrases. Architectural marvel, noun. Architectural marvel, an outstanding or impressive example of architecture. Example, the Taj Mahal is considered an architectural marvel of the Mughal era. Intricate design, noun phrase, design, a complex and detailed pattern or structure. Example, the mosque's dome features intricate designs that took years to complete. Blend verb, blend, to mix or combine harmoniously. Example, the new city hall beautifully blends modern and traditional architectural elements. Aesthetic appeal, noun phrase, eth, the pleasing appearance or effect of something. Example, the building's clean lines and use of natural materials contribute to its aesthetic appeal. Cultural heritage, noun phrase, heritage, the legacy of physical artifacts and intangible attributes inherited from past generations. Example, preserving old buildings is crucial for maintaining our cultural heritage. Expert advice. To excel in describing architecture in the IELTS speaking test. Build your vocabulary. Familiarize yourself with architectural terms and descriptive adjectives. Practice describing buildings. Regularly describe buildings you see, focusing on details and your personal impressions. Stay informed. Read about famous architectural sites to broaden your knowledge and opinions. Use varied sentence structures. Mix simple and complex sentences to demonstrate your language proficiency. Express personal opinions. Don't just describe. Share your thoughts and feelings about the architecture you're discussing. By following these tips and using the sample answers as inspiration, you'll be well prepared to tackle questions about architecture in your IELTS speaking test. Remember, the key is to speak fluently, use a range of vocabulary, and express your ideas clearly and coherently. For more IELTS speaking practice, you might find it helpful to explore topics like describing a place known for its food or a place that has become popular recently. These related topics can help you build a broader vocabulary and improve your ability to discuss various aspects of places and culture. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, make sure to follow our channel so you don't miss out on more valuable content coming your way. We've got a lot of exciting topics lined up, and we'd love for you to be part of the journey. Hit that follow button and stay connected with us for more insights and inspiration. See you in the next episode.